on Monday at President Trump's urging. This traveler doesn't think the move will do much good overall.
I'm concerned because of the delays that I'm pretty sure it will cause. I would imagine that if they did come, they're probably going to create delays in lines, delays in boarding, probably random checks.
Meanwhile, in New York at LaGuardia Airport, runway number 4 remains closed as the NTSB continues to investigate Sunday's deadly collision between an Air Canada regional jet and an airport fire truck during a landing. In New York, Scott Pringle.
Investigators say they're going to be interviewing the air traffic controller who could be heard saying that he messed up as he was dealing with a separate emergency. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy, he was asked about the air traffic controller staffing situation.
We're a couple controllers short in total, but it is a well-staffed airport. Again, 33 certified controllers.
Data reportedly shows the plane going around 100 miles per hour as it plowed into an airport fire truck on the runway, killing the 2 pilots and injuring dozens of others. NTSB investigators have recovered the cockpit voice recorder and the data recorder. In New York, I'm Scott Pringle.
President Trump insists the U.S. has had good discussions with Iran, although Iran says that's not the case. Speaking during a visit to Memphis on Monday, Trump again said he's putting strikes against Iranian power plants on hold to see if a broader agreement can be reached. He said he'll give the talks 5 days. Gabe Gutierrez with more on what Iran says.
Multiple Iranian officials publicly claim there have been no direct talks. The president saying his special envoy Steve Witkoff and son-in-law Jared Kushner are speaking with the Iranian regime, though he would not say with whom.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Broadcasting live and local, daily, from the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio at the corner of Park Avenue and Kennedy Street in Woonsocket. This is ON AM and FM.
WOON Woonsocket.
Good morning and welcome to Coffee Ann, the longest-running panel discussion show in American radio. To make a comment or ask a question of the panel, call 401-766-1240 or email coffee@woonsocketradio.com. And now, let's join the Coffee Ann panel.
We shall do that, and good morning to you. It is Coffee Ann time here on ON AM and FM. It's Tuesday morning, March the 24th. Thanks for joining us on Coffee Ann. Full panel today. Let's say good morning to Steve Healy. Good morning, Steve.
Well, good morning, everybody.
Good morning. AJ Brissett is here. Hi, AJ. Hi, AJ.
Good morning, good morning.
And Linda Tebow's here as well. Good morning, Linda.
Good morning.
All right, it's a special anniversary today. It was on this day, March 24th, 1989. What do can you rack your brain? What happened on this day? You all heard about it. You all went, geez, when it happened.
I sobered up.
No.
I didn't sober up.
You didn't sober up, that's right. Have you stopped beating your children?
89.
In 1989. Yeah, I know, it goes back a few years.
Yeah, it does.
All right. The Exxon Valdez ran aground in Alaska.
Oh,
11 million gallons of crude oil
terrible day.
spilled into the Prince William Sound because the captain of the boat was drunk.
Yeah.
And they never totally cleaned it up.
I'm sure they're still cleaning up now.
I don't know.
No, but yeah.
That's why since then I've never bought Mobil or Exxon.
Really? You sticking to that? Wow, good for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I won't do it.
All right.
Because of that. They never finished cleaning it.
Well, yeah. Maybe they said we can't get it again. We can't get the rest. I don't know what they said. So now
they keep raising the price of gas. There should be enough money to do some cleanup.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Does anyone know? Because I don't have it here. Is the captain? Is he still in prison? He did get prison time.
I didn't even know what you were talking about, so I have to Google
that
one.
You're not that young.
No, I couldn't remember that.
I never knew why.
I went through the cobwebs in my mind.
Yeah.
He was drunk.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Until just now.
Really?
So now you're really not going to buy that guy. That's right.
And that's why they ran aground because I can make it.
Yeah.
Crash.
Yeah.
So yeah, he went to trial, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
He was convicted, and I thought he got jail time out of this. I just don't remember.
Well, I hope he lost his license.
I don't think he's driving boats anymore. At least not for Exxon anymore.
He shouldn't be driving anything, maybe.
Anything. No, he's just cars now.
All right. Did you find it, Steve? Steve's looking something up there. Very, very.
Joseph Hazelwood.
That's his name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where is he these days?
I don't know.
I don't know.
So that was 1989?
He died. So
he passed. Okay.
Yes, he passed away in
22.
22.
He Well, maybe not. I don't know.
They don't get life. Yeah.
Wow. No, he probably didn't get life for something like this. Because I don't think any humans died. It was just it was an environmental disaster.
Yes.
When
Well,
that happened.
that's
Yeah, a lot of sea creatures.
Yep.
that was a lot.
All right.
That was a biggie.
All right. Has anyone seen the video of the crash at LaGuardia Airport from 2 nights ago?
Oh,
With the plane and the fire
plane
truck.
and the fire truck.
Have you seen the video? No.
No, don't
Steve?
want to. Yeah.
Just briefly.
Oh, it's amazing.
Awful.
Yeah.
They're both on the ground,
Yeah.
and the plane is coming one way, and the fire truck is they're going to cross paths.
Cross.
And when the plane hit the fire truck, the plane kept going. It kind of exploded a little, which is why the pilots died. But the plane kept going down the runway. I'm like, yikes! Really wiped out the fire. I can't believe no one on the fire truck passed away.
Wait, but it was 2 pilots?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
I don't know.
Well-
know. And we had it was yesterday. We had the audio from the tower.
Yeah.
Who was telling the fire truck to stop?
Yeah.
Or get out of the way because
Yeah.
planes can only go. They can't stop on the dime.
So
And they would tell
why,
the fire truck to get out of the way. Get out of the way.
So why didn't it?
Probably.
That part hasn't come out yet.
Well, they were talking about that, and they said they think that the pilot was saying get out of the way, and so
Telling the plane to get out of the way.
the pilot was telling the truck to get out of
Oh,
the way.
well.
And so there was a lack of communication.
Yeah. I think
I mean, it was the controller that gave that.
Yeah.
The truck said, "Go ahead." Told him.
Well, the
"Go
truck
ahead."
had I believe had their lights on, and so
Yeah,
they
did.
were going.
They were going to
something.
another emergency
Yeah.
down in another place.
But
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
incredible if you want to watch that crash.
Did anybody in the
pretty
fire
incredible.
truck get killed?
No, which is really odd.
But the plane exploded.
Not all of it.
No.
Just the front
Yeah.
kind of crushed in, which killed the pilots, and people were hurt on the airplane, but not on the ground.
Wow.
So yeah, it's bad news there.
I think that would do it for me, as far as flying.
Okay, you got. Well, they weren't flying; they were cruising along on the
Yeah.
ground.
Well, then
They were
Still
landing, but
And,
still.
and when you fly, don't you get that nice sense of relief
Yeah,
when
yay.
it lands?
Wheels on the
You hear those-
ground.
you hear
Yeah.
those
We're on the
tires.
That's when
ground.
in Europe they do this.
Yeah,
when they-
people
yes,
clap and
people
ah,
clap.
Really?
okay, now
Yeah.
it's-
Yeah, they do. They
and
do.
now it's just
Well, I do it domestically.
No, but the first time I ever heard
Depends how much
that, I was
turbulence
like,
you have.
"What is going on?"
Yeah.
And they were going, "Yeah."
Yay, we landed.
Yeah.
And then you breathe it
like-
easier. And
Yeah.
okay, no, we're just going to have that cruise into the gate. And then we can get up and get off the plane.
Well, you hurry up
Everything's
and wait,
better.
then you get to the.
Well,
Well, of course.
Remind me never to cruise on a plane.
Oh, that was a terrible thing.
The clapping
Yes,
reminds
yeah.
me of, have you ever been to Key West
Yes,
and Mallory Square?
probably.
Mallory Square is a famous pier
Okay.
down there, and during the afternoon, people start piling up over there, and vendors and entertainers and everything. And then at sunset,
They go out and watch it?
everyone turns around to watch the sunset.
Okay.
Everyone claps, and then they disappear.
Really?
Every day.
Okay, well, that's cool.
It is cool. You got to get down there, Joe.
Well, on a smaller note, I've seen that done at Block Island.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. What's the name of the restaurant? There's a bar. The Oars? I think it's the Oars.
Yeah.
But yeah, and the bartenders make the announcement. Okay, we're all going outside. Well, you don't have to,
Yeah.
but they are. So no more drinks like for the next 15 minutes because
Yeah.
they're going outside to watch the sunset.
Yeah.
I don't know that
Everybody
I've
turns
ever.
around and watches the sunset. I don't think they clap, but they go yay, and then they come back in. So
Oh, you got to
you got to clap. You got to applaud the sun. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, they do something like that in Aruba too.
yeah.
All the
Applaud
outside
the sunset?
restaurants and everything, and
Okay.
because you can really see because you're already outside, and then
Yeah.
they say goodnight to the fires from cooking, and everybody.
okay.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's
Well, that's
kind of
nice.
cool.
I don't know that I've ever been on Block Island at sunset.
Well, give it a try this summer. Okay. This. Forget,
You don't have
almost
to
forget
fly.
it. You don't
You don't have to fly. You do have to take a boat. though.
All right, this segment of Coffee In is sponsored by the Carew Investment Group.
Integrity, trust, service. 3 words that sum up what you can expect from the Carew Investment Group at 2190 Mendon Road in Cumberland, Rhode Island. Established in 1987, we've been helping local investors to build wealth and guide them through their golden years of retirement using quality stocks of companies that you know, many of which pay quarterly dividends. We also use investment-grade bonds and low-cost exchange-traded funds. To find out more about our services and for a quality conservative approach to investing, call us at 765-8880. Integrity, Trust, Service. The Carew Investment Group. Securities offered through Bolton Global Capital, member FINRA and SIPC, and advisory services offered through Bolton Global Asset Management, a registered investment advisor.
It is Coffee and here on ON Radio. Thanks for joining us this morning. Joe Callahan with Steve Healy, AJ Brissett, Linda Tebow, and so the student over at Mount St. Charles has been charged with second-degree sexual assault. The 19-year-old. Did you, Steve's get deer in the headlights? You know what I'm talking about?
I didn't hear about that.
Oh, this happened. Yeah, this happened. It happened on March 17th. The alleged incident where he allegedly assaulted a 15-year-old girl in the school. Wow. She got quite upset about the whole thing, obviously. Well, yeah. Went home, told her mother. They went to the Woonsocket police to file a complaint. They went and arrested him, I think, last Friday. He was arraigned yesterday. All right.
What is he, a 19-year-old student?
He's a 19-year-old, 6'9". This is a large man. 214 pounds.
What's he doing at 19 still in high school?
Well, not only is Mount St. Charles a high school, but it's also a prep school.
It is, yes.
So he, from what I've read, next year is supposed to be going to Central State Connecticut. Am I saying that right?
To play basketball.
To play basketball at Central Connecticut State.
Oh.
Now he may not be.
No.
But that's beside the point. But yeah, it's a prep school to get ready for kids to go on to college. Mm-hmm. So he's from Nigeria, and from what I hear, the story was the girl and her friend decided to have lunch downstairs somewhere. They didn't want to eat in the cafeteria, too noisy. This is a thing in high schools now. You don't have to eat in the cafeteria. My daughter didn't eat in the cafeteria. Her and her friends went to the library, and you could eat there. I'm like, I didn't know this was a thing. But anyway,
it wasn't a thing when I was in high school.
Apparently, it's a thing. You do not have to eat in the. I guess depending on the school, you don't have to eat in the cafeteria. So they didn't eat in the cafeteria.
That's good because when I was in high school, we didn't have a cafeteria.
Eat wherever you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me either.
Wow.
Joe, you and I had cafeterias.
We had cafeterias.
We had an auditorium and we had a gym, and that was it. That was about it.
So they were coming out of wherever they were when the second girl says she forgot something and went back to go get it, whatever that might have been, which left the woman that was the girl that was assaulted alone in the hallway. When along comes the 19-year-old basketball player, and she said something like, they do know each other. She said this was really out of character for him, and he had a very strange look in his eyes. That's a quote. And so what he basically did was push her up against the wall and was trying to kiss her. She didn't want this. She's trying to push him away. Of course, he's 6'9". What is she? 5'2"?
Eyes are blue.
I don't know.
Say that.
He's trying to push her. She's trying to push him away. Can't do it. And of course, well, you all know what, Linda. You all know what the girls are wearing at the Mount. They all wear skirts.
Yeah.
So he reaches under her skirt to grab her. There's the second-degree sexual assault right there. But he was arraigned yesterday, on Monday, but didn't enter a plea, which I found kind of surprising. I thought you have to enter a plea of some sort.
They don't right away, no.
But he did not enter a plea. So he's out on $25,000 personal recognizance. He also has a no-contact order, has been issued, I guess, with the victim as well. Right. And we'll hear more about it back in May.
He's going to go back to court, right?
Yeah, he'll have a court date.
Probably back to his own country.
Well, I don't. Well, not until after the trial.
No, that's what I mean.
He's not going to go back now.
So, I was thinking the same thing. Send him back.
And I said, well, yeah.
But they got to keep him here now. I don't. I know the school put out a statement basically saying, well, obviously we're aware of what's going on.
Yeah.
We're fully cooperating with the police. The usual things they always say.
Yeah.
But nothing about him being suspended from school. So I don't know if he's back at the school. Kind of tough to have no contact if she's
Well,
at
I
the
don't
school
think
and he's at the school.
Yeah, he probably can't.
So he probably
can't.
not.
See,
So-
in my day, Mount was all boys, and St. Clair was all girls.
Yeah.
Those things shouldn't happen.
At least not during the school day, right?
No.
So that's what's going on there. We'll find out more when they go to court, or his next court date, which I think is in May. So that's what happened at the Mount a couple of weeks ago, and it comes down to you're just not safe anywhere.
Anywhere, yeah.
I try to tell my daughter that you're just not safe anywhere.
Correct. You have
And
to
I
be
told
aware of the surroundings.
I said, and then I asked her over the weekend. I said, "Aren't you going to?" She's going to some concert at the Garden in Boston with her friends. I said, "When's that coming up?" Well, sometime in April. Well, how are you getting there, and how are you getting back? Well, they plan to go. It's a group of girls. They plan to go as a group on the T. It's like, okay, please all stay together.
Yeah.
Especially when you're at South Station.
Right.
That can be a scary, a strange place as well. So she says, okay. So she says that's what she's going to do. So just hope they make the good decisions.
Have the buddy system all the time.
Yes. Even I'll have to remind her that even when you're at the show, even when you're at the Garden.
Well,
So-
because things happen at places.
yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Know where
I
the
know.
exits are.
Know where the exits
I
are.
always say to my grandkids, they're adults, and I say, be safe. And now I say, and know where the exits are.
Right.
Yeah.
She had to ride the T. This was last year, so she was 19. Had to ride the T by herself. Coming home, her and her brother and his girlfriend went to a show at the Fenway Park. But because my brother and girlfriend, they live in Maine, so they came down. They stayed in a hotel somewhere in Boston. And so when the show was over, they made sure she got on the right train to come home, but she was by herself.
Yeah.
Until she got to Mansfield, where I went and picked her up and said, "How was that?" Well, little uncomfortable because she's just all by herself.
Yeah.
But she said an older, and I don't know what she means by older, but an older couple sat near her on the train, right? Not right next to her, but she said she felt better that they were nearby.
Yeah.
And she could always go to them if something were to happen. And then not many other people got on the train, so the train ride was uneventful. So, but you got to be aware of your surroundings.
Well, the thing is, you're going to something that's going to be fun, and that kind of clouds
Kinda
things. You know
takes
that
it away,
that
yeah.
there's
Yeah.
danger. There could be potential danger.
All right, moving on to other fun things. Let's see, and well, maybe not fun things. The Attorney General of Rhode Island, Peter Nerona, boy, he loves to sue. He loves to join lawsuits, and he's joined another one. A coalition of 21 attorneys general in the United States suing the Trump administration, this time for placing illegal conditions on billions of dollars in the USDA funding. Nerona said the coalition says the USDA has threatened harsh penalties if states don't comply with the agency's conditions relating to immigration, diversity, equity, and inclusion, which are unrelated to the purpose of the funding.
I wonder how many lawsuits there are out there against Trump.
I've lost track.
Yeah, I have too.
There's a lot.
A lot.
And which ones do some take precedent over others? I don't know. Or are we just go in order? I don't know. But there's a ton of just states suing the administration all the time. So and here's another one. So get in line. Get in line. So not only do we have the situation at the Mount down in East Greenwich, they've been finding anti-Semitic graffiti.
Yeah.
In East Greenwich?
In the schools.
And
Yes.
It was. I thought they said elementary school.
Let's see. Oh, it is.
Elementary?
Yeah.
That's what I said. That's what I. That was my shock.
Anti-Semitic
Elementary school.
graffiti was found at the Hannaford Elementary School, the Cole Middle School, and the East Greenwich High School. Sounds like a conspiracy. Or someone's just copying. Yeah. The senator says the coward or cowards responsible for the graffiti need to be held accountable. That's from Jack Reed. He also says, while that type of mean-spirited and disrespectful action is meant to instill fear, it has instead broadened community support from people of all faiths who say anti-Semitic hatred won't be tolerated. Reed says nobody should be intimidated by the graffiti, and whoever did it should be ashamed.
Yeah. But I was shocked by elementary. That's first, second, third.
Yeah. It's also fifth grade.
Right.
I
Well,
know, but
look,
fifth grade,
but Linda,
10 years old.
we had the fifth grader here in Woonsocket.
I know
sent in the bomb
the
threat.
bomb threat. Yeah.
It's just as bad.
Yeah, that's true.
So now, was it a fifth grader that did this? I don't know. They haven't been.
Gosh, there's cameras everywhere. There's got to be something.
Not in the bathrooms. There aren't.
No, I didn't know they were in the bathroom.
Yeah, that's where these are found.
Smart one.
Yeah,
I don't think they're smart.
Stay away from the cameras. Yeah, and they don't say exactly what the graffiti is. Is it words, or are the people throwing up Nazi symbols on the walls?
That seems to
either
be,
way, it's not
that
acceptable.
seems to be,
you know?
yeah. Well, that's definitely not acceptable.
Yeah. So wow. So that's what's that's what they're dealing with in East Greenwich, and you think of East Greenwich, it's an expensive community.
That's my sister when she moved from the New Jersey area. Her kids were starting school. When she moved back to Rhode Island, that was one of the communities she moved to because of the school system and the community.
Bad things can happen there too.
Absolutely.
So,
it can happen anywhere. But.
Yeah. Well, we just had a man from Pawtucket, AJ, that was sentenced because he pled guilty to possession and distribution of child pornography. 60-year-old guy, Gary Ethier, I think that was his name.
What was his name?
Gary Ethier.
Oh.
I'm like, wow. Got like 15 years in prison, and he's got 10 supervised release after that.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. Happens everywhere.
Whole new world out there.
Oh, listen, while you're talking about Pawtucket, update on McCoy Stadium.
Oh, super. The stadium's fine. It's not there anymore.
Nothing's happening.
Nothing's happening. What is this? This is week 7 of nothing happening. And I keep going by the school over here in North Smithfield. And the frame is going up.
I saw the crane there because I was on the flyover, which was the crawl over this morning, and I could see the crane.
Yeah,
you could see it. Yeah, no, there's
work going on.
There's structure.
Structure's going
structure there.
It looks like they're right on time.
Yeah.
So okay.
Oh, so is McCoy.
Yeah. All right, we're going to take a break on the Coffee Am program. Some more coming your way. This segment of Coffee Am has been sponsored by the Carew Investment Group.
They say in business you don't last very long if you don't know what you're doing. And if that's the case, we must know a thing or two at the Carew Investment Group because we've been in the business since 1987, helping people just like you with their investments. At the Carew Investment Group, we employ a conservative approach to client portfolios by using only the best quality companies available, many of which pay quarterly dividends. We look for opportunities that we expect to go up in value not every day, but over time. And we take our responsibilities seriously and always place our clients first in any investment decision. If you'd like to know more or would like a free portfolio review of your current holdings, you can call Paul or Ed at 765-8880. Our office is located at 2190 Mendon Road, Suite 3 in Cumberland, Rhode Island. And we'd love to meet you and see if we can help you with your investing journey. Securities offered through Bolton Global Capital, member FINRA and SIPC, and advisory services offered through Bolton Global Asset Management, a registered investment advisor.
OM 1240. Henry's Auto Repair on Park Avenue in Woonsocket can get and keep your car working. They don't cut corners with your repairs or safety, and they talk in plain English about what they find wrong with your car. They do their best to fix what's wrong quickly and with the least expense. Call Henry's Auto Repair in Woonsocket at 762-2325 weekdays. That's 762-2325. Henry's Auto Repair, 1068 Park Avenue, Woonsocket. Always a 10% military and first responder discount at Henry's.
The Coffee Am panel is enjoying coffee from Down East Coffee Roasters. All their coffee is roasted right here in Rhode Island. Down East Coffee Roasters is available at all Little General stores.
We're local and live at 99.5 FM.
It's Coffee Am right here on ON AM and FM. Thanks for joining us. Joe Callahan along with Linda Tebow, AJ Brissett, Steve Healy. All right, back to Pawtucket, AJ. Always got that good Pawtucket news when AJ's here.
I told you, there's nothing going on.
Well, this went on. A Providence man's been sentenced to 65 years in prison with all but 40 years suspended in connection with a 2021 drive-by shooting in Pawtucket.
Did they ever find the guy who stabbed that woman to death?
Not yet. That was his wife. Did you hear that?
No.
That came out a couple of days later.
Yeah.
I haven't heard if they picked him up or not.
They got his name and everything.
Yeah, but they can't find him. Yeah.
Yeah. But in this case, 35-year-old Todd Alicia pleaded no contest last year to second-degree murder and felony conspiracy, and more than a dozen other charges were dropped as part of the agreement. Leonardo Tavares was killed in the shooting. Jacqueline Rodriguez previously pleaded guilty and was sentenced to life in prison in 2024. So yeah, you got 40 years, but we'll knock off 65 years. We're going to knock off 40. So only 25 years.
Wow.
In prison.
Our tax dollars hard at work.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, and we all know AJ. We all know what's going on with Hasbro, and they want to sell the building on Newport Ave. Everyone's going up to Boston. Well, not everyone, but a lot of people are going to be going up to Boston. Here's another one. Northeast Transportation Services in Pawtucket is cutting 52 jobs. It notified the State Department of Labor and Training on Thursday, because you got to do that. The third-party contractor, which employs drivers for DHL Express, is expected to cease operations in May when its contract expires. The company did not release any other details.
Oh.
What's going on with Pawtucket?
I don't know.
Lots of great news.
Should I sell my house?
Northeast, is it Northeast Freight? Is that
Yes.
They're still there, right? Okay. They're big. And I remember when I was working at McCoy Stadium, some people would park their cars for the games and block the driveways for Northeast Freight. They'd call over to McCoy, and then the PA announcer had to make an announcement.
Wow.
If you're blocking Northeast Freight, you better move your car or it's going to be towed.
Well, at least I
How
got a warning.
irresponsible is
Yes.
that?
Right.
And very, because the signs were up. Park here is fine on the street, but don't block the driveway.
Right.
Because trucks are going to be coming in and out, and you don't know when the trucks are coming. But people park there anyway,
Yeah.
Got to get a good view of the fireworks,
There
But
you
yeah,
go.
they would make announcements. Northeast Freight wants you to move your car,
Wow.
or it's going to be towed.
Did they
You only
say
get one
why
choice.
they're having those layoffs?
No, they didn't say.
Or-
All you have to do is you gotta get a hold of the Department of Labor and Training to tell them what you're doing. You don't have to. You don't have to give a
Say
reason.
the why.
We're closing, or we're consolidating. We're moving to Texas.
Or I had a bad day.
We had a bad
Yeah,
day. Yeah,
yeah.
you don't have to do. You have to do any of that.
Gas prices are
going up.
Everything seems to be blamed on gas
Yep.
prices these days.
So-
Yeah.
So that's what's going on there. So they're laying off people, 52. So people will be out of work. So, and not that it affects us, but the announcement was made over the weekend. CBS Radio News is ceasing operation after almost 100 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Any reason why?
They.
Nobody listens to radio.
I don't know. No, they didn't say
Yes,
that.
they do.
didn't-
Yes,
didn't-
they do.
Yes, they do.
They didn't say it's not.
Oh, I meant that was their excuse. I don't agree
yeah,
with it.
well, yeah. yeah.
They didn't say, well, it's not profitable or anything like that.
Yeah.
They didn't really say, but they had to tell all their news people, the people that still work for them, we're ceasing operations in May.
In May.
Yeah,
Wow.
we're going to go one more month, 1.5 more months. And,
They're an icon.
yeah, they're probably one of the first. And
Yes.
but now they still had over 100 affiliates
Really?
around the United States.
Wow.
Basically, okay, we're letting you know as of May 20th, whatever it was, you're going to turn on a satellite and they're not going to be there. So you got to make other arrangements.
Wow.
Wow.
Which is too. We used to be a CBS affiliate a long time ago, and we had great. We had great stuff. We had liners from Dan Rather and a few of the other. Charles Osgood. We had the Osgood Files on, which was he was good. And Charles Carrault, and you could always put on Face the Nation. Had a radio show. They had a lot. They gave us a lot of stuff, and I don't know. It's got to be a money thing.
Wow. Well, yeah.
And it's going down. They said that's it. We're ceasing operations.
That's too bad.
So, and I know up in Boston, the big station in Boston, BZ, they were a CBS affiliate. So I don't know what they're going to do. So that's just what's going on. But on better news, Providence College has hired their new men's basketball coach.
I saw that.
Yes, I saw that.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. Yeah. But did you see the women's?
The URI?
URI.
They got bounced out of the tournament.
I know, but she's going.
But they've had a couple of coaches. One's going to New Mexico. One's going to Florida.
Yeah, she's going to Florida.
Yeah. So
URI.
she's going for them.
Women's. She's going. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's been good for the school.
She's been very good for the school, and her last comments after they lost in the first round, how wonderful it was and everything, and then like 2 days later, whoops, she's going to Florida. They scooped her up down there.
It happens a lot of times. Rhode Island's just used as a.
Well, I'm glad English is gone. He should have gone probably before or at the beginning of the year.
Well,
he did not do well at all this year. He wasn't really coaching. Yeah. But the guy that they hired comes with some pretty great accolades.
He was coaching at the University of South Florida. He went to the men's tournament, was lost in the first round, but his record was 25-9 this past year, and he's got an overall record that's actually very good. Yeah. So he will succeed Kim English, and they will have the formal introduction, the formal press conference, if you want to go, somewhere on the campus of Providence College, will be today. So nice that they're moving forward with that. So all right, break time here again on Coffee In, and more coming your way. Time for the forecast, being brought to you by the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation.
Mostly sunny skies today with a high of 46 degrees and a breeze from the north. Tonight, partly cloudy skies, overnight low of 30, and the wind swings around to the south. Wednesday, increasingly cloudy skies with a high of 52 degrees and a light westerly breeze. Wednesday night, a 20% chance of some rain after 3 a.m., mostly cloudy skies, overnight low of 38. Thursday, mostly cloudy with a high of 59, and the wind swings around to the southwest and starts gusting up to 25 miles per hour Thursday. Thursday night, rain is likely, mainly after 11 p.m., mostly cloudy skies with an overnight low of 46 degrees and breezy. Friday, leftover rain, then partly sunny with a high near 50 degrees. Saturday, mostly sunny and 39. Sunday, sunshine and 47. And on Monday, mostly sunny skies with a high near 54 degrees.
Outside the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio on the corner of Park Ave and Kennedy Street, we do have sunny skies, but it's cold outside. We're at 32 degrees. The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has led inflammatory bowel disease research and care for over 50 years. Learn more at crohnscolitisfoundation.org. They are open and ready to serve you. Lynn's Hibachi Buffet, Sushi, and Grill is serving freshly grilled hibachi, sushi, and classic Asian dishes. They offer sizzling steak, shrimp, and chicken made to order, plus a fresh sushi bar with 30-plus hand-rolled varieties daily and seafood, including crawfish, clams, mussels, salmon, and more. Great weekend specials, too. Be sure to follow them on Facebook. Lynn's Hibachi Buffet, Sushi, and Grill is open 7 days a week for lunch, dinner, and takeout. Lynn's Hibachi Buffet, Sushi, and Grill, 401 Clinton Street, Woonsocket, next door to the Woonsocket Motor Inn. This Easter, let Daisy & Company Floral Boutique bring the fresh joy of spring right to your table. Imagine vibrant tulips in sunny yellows and soft pinks, elegant white lilies symbolizing renewal, and beautiful hyacinths can all be arranged into breathtaking centerpieces, beautiful bouquets, or sweet Easter baskets. Visit Daisy & Company Floral Boutique, 1098 Diamond Hill Road, Woonsocket. Daisy & Company Floral Boutique, where every season begins with beauty.
We're here for you on the Talk of the Valley, ON Radio.
Alrighty, it is Coffee In here on ON Radio. Thanks for joining us. Joe Callahan here with AJ Brissett, Steve Healy, Linda Tebow. And so I see that both on this coming weekend, both in Providence and in Boston, there is going to be another No Kings rally. So if you got nothing better to do, the one in Rhode Island will be at the State House. I believe this will be on Saturday. And the one in Boston will be held at the Boston Common. They want it to be a nonviolent resistance to what they describe as the authoritative. I'm still saying it wrong.
Yes,
authoritarian. There we go.
Yay.
Thank you very much. Authoritarian overreach of the Trump administration.
There you go. You can't buy those teeth online, so you got to have them fitted. So I'm sorry, I interrupted you. Authoritarian what?
Oh, now you weren't listening. That's nice.
Show off.
Now I got to say it again. authoritarian overreach of the Trump administration. So the rally is scheduled for Saturday afternoon. The last No Kings event, which was held last October in Boston, drew about 125,000 people to Boston Common.
Wow.
So that's a
How many in Rhode Island?
I don't have the numbers.
Yeah.
Well, I had gone to the one at Kennedy Plaza.
Okay.
And that was interesting because I just went to Kennedy Plaza to see what was going on. And that's a show in itself, just Kennedy Plaza.
Those things are never really true people that, they bring in outsiders, and it's not always what it's
No, those are the regular
supposed
characters that were there.
Really? Those are homegrown?
Yes.
Homegrown characters, okay.
Yes.
The rally in Providence is scheduled for Saturday at the State House from 1 to 4 p.m., but no word on how many people showed up at the last rally in Providence. No one took count. Steve, go and bring a clicker with you.
Okay, I'll walk down.
click. See how many people are showing up there.
We're counting on you, Steve.
Okay.
Because of the crash at LaGuardia Airport that happened late Sunday night, and they closed LaGuardia Airport completely for a good 12 hours.
Really?
Yeah, they closed the entire airport.
Yeah.
And they opened up around 2, maybe 3 in the afternoon on Sunday. I said, what a mess. What a mess this is going to be. I mean, you just can't divert all the planes over to JFK.
Well, everything is right.
They have their own planes to worry about.
Everything's such a mess now, I wouldn't want to be flying
And
anywhere.
so several incoming and departing flights at Logan's International Airport had to be canceled after the crash at LaGuardia Airport. The Air Canada Express aircraft and an airport fire truck collided, killed the pilot and the co-pilot, injuring 2 officers in the truck. Oh, they didn't. So they didn't get away unscathed. LaGuardia was closed till about 2 in the afternoon. Crash still remains under investigation, but it affected flights at Boston. I don't know about Green. Of all the flights I've taken out of Green, none of them have gone to LaGuardia. Maybe just because it's just too close. But flights I've taken out of Boston, I've had to transfer at LaGuardia and hated it. A miserable airport. God, just awful. But anyway, let's see. All right, what else is going on? Hey, gas prices are going up. Just in case you hadn't noticed.
Well, the president said this morning on the news they're going to drop like a rock.
Well, when's that going to happen?
I have no idea. He didn't say.
But soon? But what's soon?
I don't know.
They won't tell you. Oh, okay. And I love this. This is like the AJ. This is like the mayor in Attleboro who wants to close Capron Park Zoo and turn it into a rehab thing for wild animals. And she says, I'm doing it, and I don't care what any of you say. I don't care what the city council says. I don't care what the public says. These people that try to sound like Trump. So she's one. And we have another one, the mayor of Fall River. Plans to renew the police chief's contract with or without the city council approval.
That,
I don't care what you guys want.
Yeah, because
I'm going to do it anyway.
Well, Trump does it all the time.
I guess that's why these other politicians think they can do the same thing.
They should never have had a zoo at Capron Park in the first place.
Right.
Well, I agree. It's way too small.
Yeah.
Way too small. I mean, you look at the lion there. The lion looks
sad.
so sad.
Yeah. Because it's basically, he's in a cage. And he can walk, 3 feet
cage.
that way? It's a very small cage.
Well,
and
I'm surprised that, the animal activists haven't closed them down already.
Yeah, I am too.
Well, I mean, I grew up in North Attleboro, so we used to go to Capron Park all the time to go
it's fun.
feed Frosty,
the
polar bear. We used to feed him apples.
Yeah.
Throw him over the...
Yeah. But is that a humane way to...
And I have family members that live in Attleboro now, and the problem is relocating the animals.
Yeah.
Right.
And because the animals, like the lion, it's old.
Yeah.
And other zoos don't want old animals.
No, because
they're sick and going to cost a lot of money to take care of.
But animals, like humans, were not meant to be alone.
Isn't there another lion in the cage? I thought there were 3 at one time.
I think there may have been 3
but
at
maybe
one time.
they have died. I don't know. It's been such a long time.
But even then, the space was way too small.
That's why I always thought about the polar bear at Slater Park.
Yeah.
He was, or she, I don't know. But the polar bear was all alone.
Yeah.
In that also in a rather small enclosure.
Well, and plus, those types of zoos are passe.
They really are.
Well, that's right.
That's not what zoos. The good zoos are like that, and they're not, and I'm surprised the animal activists haven't made a thing to close them.
It's inhumane.
Because didn't they close the one that was wasn't there one in Providence that they closed? Where was it?
Well, they still have the one at Roger Williams.
Yeah.
That one's okay.
Not Roger Williams, no. There was another one that they closed because of that. It's too small. It's not the way to treat the right way to treat these animals. But if they make it into a rehab, they could house those same animals much better, wide open spaces.
But
do they have a lot of? How can it be a rehab then if it's so small? I'm not familiar with it.
The residents they're not for it. It's going to cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
They're worried about their taxes going up a lot.
A lot. Yeah.
For this, and it's just not they just don't think it's a good idea. And the mayor's basically saying, "I don't care what you think." I said, "Oh, you don't want to be reelected? Okay, that's what's going on."
Yeah.
So back in Fall River, according to the mayor, Paul Coogan, the city charter does not require city council approval to renew contracts of the police chief.
Oh, wow.
So I guess he has a leg to stand on that one.
Yeah, he does.
Yep.
Yeah, he does.
Unless he's reading the city charter wrong, I don't know. But
sometimes how they interpret the city charter.
Unless you can't read.
Yeah.
Kelly Furtado was appointed last year as the police chief after serving as an interim chief since 2024. The contract renewal would be for 2 years.
Yeah.
So we're moving forward with that.
Does he get a substantial increase?
Doesn't say what the
of course
what
not.
their fee will be. Not that fee. What their salary. There we go. What their salary will be. All right. I know it doesn't affect you guys because it's just where my town is. We were paying for 2 police chiefs.
2?
I love that. Yeah.
Really?
Was one in training?
And how many did you have?
Well, one was working, and one wanted his job back. So I don't know what he did that the town didn't like, but they took him out of office, but kept paying him, and they were both making about $190,000 a year.
Wow.
That I just here you go, sir. And the one that was out always wanted his job back, so he wasn't going to go away. And it finally got settled. He finally went on, and we're now only paying 1 police chief. I'm like, when's this going to... And it went on for like years, like 2 or 3 years. I was like, when is this going to settle out?
Did you read about the policeman? I think he was a Pawtucket policeman who was arrested at Bally's. He was accused of threatening to kill some people there.
I didn't know he was going to kill them. Wow. Yeah, I did hear about that incident. Was he drunk?
I don't know.
Okay. I hope so.
Yeah.
Maybe he was just being a police.
Yeah. There was that, and was it Coventry where the had just arrested one of their own police officers on a DUI.
Yeah. Oh yes, I saw that.
Yeah.
Imagine being a cop.
They just sweep those things under the rug.
Oh, they used to. But imagine having to go out and having to arrest your friend or a colleague.
Yeah.
Tough, because you can't. Because there are cameras everywhere now, and we can't just say, we'll just let you go this time. But police all have body cams. Not all houses, but a lot of houses all have Ring cameras now, and everything's getting filmed. So you can't just
there's street cameras everywhere too.
There are street cameras everywhere, so you can't just say
I wasn't there.
We're on camera here.
Yes, we are.
So oh well, and so just when we talk about the DUI, so there's this case out of Oregon, and they arrested 3 people for DUI following one crash. Okay, so it started last Thursday morning. A car hits a tree near Dexter, Oregon. All right. When Lane County Sheriff's deputies arrived, the 22-year-old man was behind the wheel and had pulled the car back onto the road. So he was arrested for DUI. The investigation found a 22-year-old woman was the driver who crashed, and she was arrested for DUI.
Wow.
A second car pulled up to the scene, and a 20-year-old driver got out of the car, and he was arrested for DUI.
Oh, my.
Whoa.
And taken into custody. All 3 had been drinking together before the crash.
Oh, they all knew each other. All right.
Yeah, so they're following each other. That's why.
They were all at the same party.
And one's underage. One's 20.
Ooh.
That's another charge. That you're all... I said, the police just stay right here. They're just going to come to you.
Wow,
this is going to be easy.
I guess Oregon is not a sober state.
No,
no. Dexter, Oregon, certainly.
Not quite sure where Dexter is in relation to any other city there in Portland, but that's they must have. The police must have been. This is our lucky day.
Yeah.
Just keep pulling people over and blow into this, and we'll see what we got. And it's like,
wow.
But
the third one in, it's like, I got to check on my friends.
Oh, my friends have been pulled over. I'll help them out.
Yeah.
That'll be a good thing.
All in one cell.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. All right. Break time once again on Coffee AM. More coming up. Please stick around.
ON 1240.
Spring is here, and it's time to get that motorcycle ready for the road. B&B Motorsports has a $199 spring tune-up special going on right now. They will do all the safety checks and get your bike road ready for the riding season. Also, going on right now at B&B Motorsports, 20% off all helmets for men, women, and kids. B&B Motorsports is your Rhode Island Honda, Kawasaki, and Suzuki Motorsports dealer. Visit them online at bbmotorsportsri.com.
B&B Motorsports, 372 Social Street, Woonsocket.
This is Anne Conway from the Museum of Work and Culture, inviting you to attend the museum's signature event, A Salute de Spring, Bonjour Printemps, on Sunday, March 29th from 1:30 to 4:30 p.m. This festive afternoon will feature a concert by Québécois musicians Sean and Maya Dager. Sean Dager is a folk singer and multi-instrumentalist whose blend of Celtic, French-Canadians, Baroque, medieval, Arabic, and maritime museum traditions create a unique, energetic performance. His daughter Maya is an accomplished fiddler who blends Québécois roots, bluegrass, and Cajun influences to create a rich and engaging sound. Guests will also enjoy a talk by local author Joseph Bolton, who will share stories of his French-Canadian heritage and how it inspired his beautifully illustrated Old Grandmother's Tree folktale books. Of course, no celebration will be complete without delicious food. Guests will be served poutine, prepared by Frisky Fries, and fresh pastries from Wright's Dairy Farm. The afternoon will conclude with the museum's annual raffle. Tickets are only $30 for adults, $10 for children ages 5 to 11, and free for children under 4. Tickets can be purchased at rihs.simpletix.com or by calling the museum at 401-769-9675.
Thanks to our bronze sponsors, Woonsocket City Council President Daniel Gendron, Northern Rhode Island Chamber of Commerce, Sheehan Printing, Wealth Management Resources Incorporated, Hunter Insurance Company, and Little General Stores. We're local and live at 99.5.
All right, Coffee In here on ON Radio. Thanks for joining us. Joe Callen here, with Steve Healy, AJ Brissett, and Linda Tebow. And it's it always sounds like a good idea until the parachute doesn't open. These people that like to go base jumping, they like to jump off mountains basically and open up the chute. Well, this happened in Provo, Utah, and a man passed away after a parachute malfunction during a base jump in Utah. West Huff of American Fork, I guess that's the town, Utah, fell to his death in Rock Canyon. He was an experienced skydiver, but was jumping alone at the time.
Wow. I can see the classified ads now for sale.
One parachute?
One parachute. Used once. Small stain.
Yeah. Oh, God. Provo police said in a statement they offer sympathies to Huff's family and friends. Well, that's why they make you pack your own parachute.
Yeah.
You can't sue anybody else.
Yeah.
I always thought that I'd want to do that, jump out of a plane.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that anymore.
From a plane or from a cliff?
From a plane. No, I'm not a cliff.
Oh, I wouldn't want to jump out of a plane.
How about bungee jumping?
Yeah, no.
No, I don't think I like that one either. I mean, at one time it appealed to me, but...
Yeah?
The thing with the airplanes is that, your first couple of jumps, I forget how many, you jump with somebody else.
Correct.
So... It's really up to them yes. to do it right. So I can see.
What are the odds that two parachutes don't?
Very, very rare. But after you're experienced, then you do it yourself, and just these people like to jump off mountains, and it just didn't work this time.
Yeah, that's
wow.
Yeah.
You know what else you can't do? You can't shout profanities over the loudspeaker at the Nashville International Airport.
Well, no.
They really frown on that.
I think that'll become universal in any PA system.
So don't try it at Green. Don't try it at Logan. Although I don't know how you would. How do you
get on the loud? How do you get
access to the PA system?
How do you do that?
Or was it one of their people?
It just says
working?
the loudspeaker.
I know.
No, it says a traveler.
Oh, it was a traveler.
Yeah, it wasn't someone working there. The profane announcements over the airport-wide PA system are just among the many incidents that happened late Friday night. Police say the 38-year-old man who missed his flight.
Oh, yeah.
It's not an excuse, Linda.
No, but not an excuse.
Mrs. Flight also refused to pay a taxi fare and attempted to punch the driver.
Oh,
wow.
Some anger issues.
Yeah. He was arrested and charged with disorderly conduct.
Wow.
Unfortunately, I do not have what he said over the PA. I would like to know what he had to say.
Right.
Well,
Probably has some things about the airline.
System at the airport, and they have all the different terminals. You have to pay attention to what they're saying, because you hear background from other people talking. You hear the other PA from another side of the terminal, and so. But I guess he was loud and clear.
Well, they have the ones where flight 22 is leaving from gate 3. We're boarding now.
Right.
And then then the other gates are saying that. But there's also a system-wide at airports. The ones that always say, don't leave your bag unattended.
Right.
Yeah.
Report something if you see something. Joe Smith, please come back to TSA. You forgot something. I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
Or if you're missing your wallet.
Right.
It's amazing what people forget after they go through TSA. Yeah. There's a trombone here. Is anyone missing one? That's where it is. Gotta go back to TSA. So those are airport-wide announcements that are made all the time.
That's interesting. He had some intel to find out.
But how he got
how
I have
you
no
have
idea.
access to the louds?
Yeah. I don't know. So, but he figured it out. So, wow. All right. The good news: the cherry blossoms in Washington D.C. have reached the peduncle elongation phase. How exciting is that?
Can you say that in English?
I think I did.
Is that like they're at its peak?
One stage closer to peak bloom.
All right, okay.
We're almost there.
I've been waiting for that. That's a lovely sight.
They officially hit stage 4 over the weekend, known as the peduncle elongation. That's when the small stems supporting flower buds begin to get longer and flower clusters become more visible. This is a major milestone for the blossoms, as it generally means peak bloom is only 6 to 7 days away.
It's beautiful.
That's great.
Have you ever seen it? It's beautiful.
That's right on schedule for the National Park Service's prediction of March 29th to April 1st. Yeah. That was always it was always great, because if you don't want to go all the way down to Washington, D.C., the campus of Rhode Island College has got cherry blossom trees.
Yeah. Well, you know who else?
Wow, who else has it?
Pawtucket.
Where?
There's a section of Roosevelt. Nowhere near McCoy. There's a section of Roosevelt Avenue.
Yeah.
From High Street in downtown.
Oh, okay.
All the way to East Street, which is about maybe a mile or so. Mm-hmm. But they call it Cherry Blossom Lane, and this time of the year, all the cherry trees are in bloom. It looks pretty cool.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. If you've ever been on the campus of Rhode Island College, it's right on the quad. It's right in front of the.
Rhode Island or URI?
Nope, I went to Rhode Island College, so that's how I know this.
Yeah.
It's right in front of the library.
Yeah.
Where I don't know, 10 or 12 trees are all lined up. Yeah. It's all very nice. But the other thing you got to worry about, because that's where I got stung by a bee.
Oh, of course, of course.
Because they were attracted to the cherry blossoms, and I wasn't doing anything to the bee. All right, it was on my right.
The bee didn't know that. My
right arm, and I am talking to someone to my left. I didn't even know the bee landed on my arm until he stung me. Ow! But I got him. He didn't survive after that.
Yeah.
So
I think I have to take a walk over to Rhode Island College.
Rhode Island College, go right in between all the buildings. Although they're not blooming just yet. Yeah. Let's give it another couple of weeks.
Okay.
It was usually in April.
I'll keep track.
When it's got to get a little warmer, and you'll notice it's always usually the guys that are out.
When the snow has to stop too.
The snow's got to stop snowing. You're absolutely right. It's got to stop snowing. Yeah. So, let's see. Down in Tennessee, an elderly Middle Tennessee DoorDash driver is getting a life-changing surprise after going viral. Richard Pulley accepted a check for nearly $1 million from a GoFundMe fundraiser started by a customer who caught him on her Ring doorbell. Everybody's got cameras.
Yeah.
The campaign aimed to help Pulley and his wife with bills, medications, and retirement savings. DoorDash also pitched in $20,000 and praised Pulley for completing more than 6,000 deliveries. He's 78 years old.
Wow.
And he's delivering for DoorDash. I think I read about this guy.
Is this the man that took that job to make extra money? I think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
He got to help with his wife and the medications.
Because she had a lot of
medical issues.
Of medical bills.
And the Social Security just wasn't cutting it.
Yeah.
So he's doing this just to bring in the extra cash. Now, he says after receiving $1 million, he still plans to keep delivering because the work, quote, keeps him active and he enjoys it.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Good for him.
If you like it and you don't mind it, not a problem. So
he has a sense of purpose.
Gives him a sense of purpose is right. So
well, see, that's good news, Joe.
That is good news that he got a nice check, but he plans to keep on doing it as long as he can keep doing it. So there you go. So good, good for him if you want to keep doing it. And those 20-year-olds like my daughter love to order.
Yeah.
DoorDash.
Oh, yeah.
They think this is the greatest thing ever, and doesn't know how we live. Her old father
how do you
live without it.
You cook.
Right.
I have a next door neighbor that always, and she has a child. I'm like, cook for that kid.
You're like, nah.
No, always.
No, he only got a stove because it came with the apartment.
Yeah, right.
But I got a hankering for Mexican, and I don't cook Mexican food, so she has to order out to Qdoba and get it delivered. So and she doesn't.
And DoorDash is not cheap.
I never look at how much it costs. She only orders for herself, so I'm figuring it's. Let's say it's $20. It's probably more, and then there's a tip, which she usually pays the guy.
It's
person
expensive.
in cash.
You can cook a lot of meals with.
I think when she actually, if she ever moves out on her own, maybe she'll realize.
Yeah,
hey,
right. Well,
this is
I
costing
think
money.
when they're a student, first of all, usually they don't have a lot of money when you're a student, but they're not cooking, But
good old ramen noodles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Is anybody watching the JFK TV show?
No.
That would be no. Did you know there was one?
Yeah.
No.
Alrighty.
I saw something about
the final episode of the TV drama that takes a look behind the scenes look at the courtship and marriage of JFK Jr. and Carolyn Bessette Kennedy airs this week. Episode 9 of Love Story, Thursday night on FX and FX on Hulu, will look at the couple's battle to stay together as well as the world's reaction to their tragic deaths in a plane crash off Martha's Vineyard. Wow, 1999.
Yeah.
1999.
I was on Martha's Vineyard when that happened.
Really?
Were you going to the wedding?
No.
No? Okay. Wow. It must have been huge news there.
I didn't get the memo.
No? Were you there when the first suitcase washed up on shore?
No.
Wow. Due to a big increase in JFK Jr., the show has generated an exhibit about his life is being extended through the summer at the John F. Kennedy Hyannis Museum. So there you go if you want to find out more.
That's a nice museum if you've never been there.
Mm-hmm. 3 people died in that plane crash.
Yeah.
If I remember
that was
correctly.
Awful.
Sure was. So that's what's going on there. Speaking of awful, a woman who says she was drugged and raped by Bill Cosby has been awarded $19 million by a Southern California jury. Wow. Donna Motzinger filed a lawsuit in civil court claiming she was raped by Cosby in 1972. She met him while waitressing at a restaurant in Sausalito, and he invited her to a comedy show, which she says he spiked her wine and then raped her. Cosby's attorney says he doesn't remember the encounter, but if it happened, it was consensual. The jury in Santa Monica deliberated for almost 3 days, coming back with a $19 million judgment. They also say there will be punitive damages, but no figure on that so far. Do you think she'll actually get any money?
No. I thought he was exonerated for all of that.
Yeah.
It was a bunch of women that had...
The criminal case he was. This is a civil case.
Yeah.
So does he even have $19 million anymore?
I don't know. He might have to do Jell-O pudding again.
They dropped him pretty quick.
Yeah, they did.
So I don't. You're right. I don't know if he's going to get. She's going to get any money out of this settlement at all. So no word on Cosby whether or not he's going to appeal it or whatever. I mean, why not? So, all right, Linda. Health news. Cardinal Health is issuing a nationwide recall of antiseptic wipes. due to concerns over life-threatening bacterial contamination. Jeez, you want the alcohol to be okay.
How bad is that?
What brand?
Cardinal Health.
Okay. Cardinal is the
I'm
brand.
not familiar with that brand, but oh my God.
The wipes are commonly used to clean and disinfect skin before injections or blood draws. And health officials said there is a reasonable probability that the contaminated wipes could lead to infections spreading through the body.
Of course they can.
The recall impacts nearly 400 lots of the product, which was distributed across the United States and Puerto Rico and Japan between September 2025 and February 2026, so just a couple of months ago.
Wow.
It remains unclear whether the wipes have led to any infections, hospitalizations, or deaths, but Cardinal Health has urged consumers to check their first aid supplies immediately and throw out any of the recalled wipes.
Wow.
So there's a lot of these out there. CVS has their own brand.
Right. They all have their own brand,
Well, you have to read, where
did it come from? Who did they buy it from?
Yeah.
I work for a company called Covidian. They made these kind of things. They were bought by another company called Medtronics. They make these kind of things as well. There's all sorts of medical companies out there that make these things. And, you just don't think that's going to happen. That the life-threatening bacterial contamination.
I mean, something that you're using to kill bacteria.
Yes.
Really. Wow.
Do they still wipe down if the killer's on death row and he's getting the lethal injection, do they still wipe down the injection site?
I don't know.
I think they do.
I never would have thought of that.
I never thought of that either. Wow.
Well, because we don't want them to get an infection,
No.
That'd
be a bad thing. All right. For those of you who care, this year's NCAA men's basketball tournament is already breaking viewership records.
I know.
You don't get it?
No,
Linda doesn't get it.
No, I get it, but no, I don't watch it. But
the tournament's opening day games drew an average of 9.8 million viewers across CBS, TBS, TNT, and True TV, all according to Nielsen. That marked the best opening day on record for the tournament. Meanwhile, the primetime window, headlined by Michigan Howard and North Carolina VCU, averaged 12.5 million viewers. Those are the people that couldn't get out of work to watch it during the afternoon. That makes it the most watched first round window ever.
Wow.
You know what else is part of that? Legalized gambling. You can bet on all the games.
Oh, that's right.
So, did my team? Well, I didn't bet, but did people might be thinking, all right, did I cover the spread or what, or did I pick the right upset, that kind of thing? So I don't know. So I think that's part of the reason why viewership is up, and the other reason is just people are very interested in basketball. I knew guys that took that I used to work with that would take the first round, those Thursdays and Fridays off, just to watch every single game they could possibly watch, starting at noon, and just go all day, almost to midnight, and watch. It was nonstop basketball, just jumping around from channel to channel, trying to catch the games they wanted to catch. It was just. He always laughed because he said he'd sit in this chair and get his intravenous of coffee, and go. So
you could have got an intravenous of beer.
Well, coffee keeps you out, beer knocks you out. You don't want to do that. AJ, do you have words of wisdom for us before
I
we
do
go?
have words of wisdom.
Super,
I thank you so much for asking, Joe.
You're welcome.
The public demands it.
Yes, of course they do.
You're listening.
That's what we keep telling them anyway.
Except for Gary.
Yeah.
If all else fails, there's always delusion.
Good one. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Speaking of Gary Smith is not feeling well today, so there will be no Do You Remember program today after the 9 o'clock news. We hope Gary can join us tomorrow. So AJ, you're on your own after this. So there you go. But thanks for coming in today. It's always appreciated that you're here for coffee and on Tuesdays as well.
Well, thank you so much.
All right, Linda Tebow, thanks for coming in.
My pleasure.
All right, and Steve Healy, thanks for being here too.
Likewise.
All right, this is Joe Callahan. Enjoy the day today. Remember, no Do You Remembers, because Gary Smith is not feeling well today, right here on OWN Radio.
Broadcasting live and local daily from the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio at the corner of Park Avenue and Kennedy Street. This is WOON Woonsocket Radio. And now, the news.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. It's day 25 of the U.S.-Israeli war against Iran. More from Rory O'Neill.
People have taken to the streets to support the current regime in Iran, despite weeks of bombings by Israel and the U.S. President Trump claims weekend talks made progress toward ending the conflict, but Iranian leaders say no discussions were held. The Strait of Hormuz remains closed to most vessels, slowing global trade and keeping oil prices high. Iran continues to fire missiles at Israel, while other Gulf countries report intercepting more Iranian drones. I'm Rory O'Neill.
Mark Wayne Mullen is now head of the Department of Homeland Security. More from